management accounting refers to the process of analyzing and controlling the environmental costs. This is done for the best purpose of the company. Basically, this incorporates the best accounting practices with environmental costs for decision making. Broadly, we have, when you bring environmental management in the Hansen Mendoza analysis, we have 4 costs: preventive, appraisal, internal failure, and external failure. When combined with environmental management accounting, environmental preventive refers to preventing costs to avoid damages for the environment. Appraisal refers to compliances with basic environmental laws. Internal failure refers to internal checks made by the company so that discharges and toxic materials are not discharged into the environment. And external failure refers to efforts taken by the company to reduce damages for the environment. What happens is, in a normal situation is, environmental costs get merged into the general overheads of the company. Thus, this leads to additional efforts to analyze and scrutinize general overheads to see the hidden costs and to eliminate it, or to make a better accounting practices in such a way that your environmental costs are segregated from overheads, so that proper accounting and costing principles are executed. Basically, this leads to a system where we have to identify the costs, and the 4 major methods outlined for this process are input-output analysis, which measures the inputs and the outputs to know the differences, to know what goes in and what comes out. Flow cost accounting, ABC analysis, and life cycle environmental costing. Environmental ABC analysis implies that environmental costs in general overheads are there in 2 forms. One is joint cost, and the other one is environmental general overheads analysis. And life cycle costing implies we need to factor in the environmental costs which have incurred and occurred throughout the entire life cycle of the product. These 4 steps are essential so that we know the costs which are incurred, the environmental costs which are incurred at the product stage, so that again better decision making can be taken. Then steps or areas where environmental management accounting can be employed to execute savings are: number 1, waste, where we use the mass balance approach; water, where we analyze where all water is consumed and the ways in which we can save or reduce consumption; energy and raw materials. This is done so that the input at the basic stage itself is reduced; transportation. So this is an optimization step where we see how to schedule and combine transportations and to use fuel efficient methods. Finally, we will also see that analyzing environmental costs has a lot of benefits for the company. Number 1, you can avoid penal and penalty charges. It improves your goodwill. Increasing environmental factors and costs for the company leads to large outlay of costs. This can be reduced, and focusing on environmental costs will lead to better decision making and product analysis of the company. Concluding this, we see that having environmental costs and analyzing this will help us identify that there are various environmental costs which are hidden in the form of general overheads. Scrutiny of this will lead to, number 1, better product pricing, thus better budgeting. Both of this leads to better pricing decisions, and now we can see what products can be sold. Proper re-engineering and re-evaluation of products can be done, and products which are not feasible in the long term can be phased out.
What are the other 2 ways of classification of environmental cost? You said prevention, appraisal, internal failure, external failure. What are the other 4 types or 2 types?
Internal and external.
Next, another 4 types. Contingent cost.
Contingent cost, hidden cost, intangibles, contingent intangibles.
Relationship cost. Conventional
relationship, contingent,
relationship.